How is it going then, everybody? I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we are going to be discussing and teaching you guys how to climb through the divisions in division rivals in FIFA 20. We did also do a video on how to go from gold to elite in FUT Champions, so if you have missed that, I will put a link on the screen for you. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe and drop a like on the video if you do enjoy it. If there's any comments that you think that's going to help me go through division rivals and you want to share it with anyone else, pop it down below in the comment section. And then last but not least, we do stream every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, so a link is down in the description if you want to come over, ask any questions, if you want any help at improving at FIFA. That's what it's all there for. So in the background you have got some gameplay from Division 1, which is the division that I've managed to climb up to. Normally sit around 2000 skill rating, so you've got a game directly from there. We're using a bit of a different team. It is from a few weeks ago, this particular game, but it was just obviously quite unique to the actual division rivals. But let's go and jump straight into it anyway. So point number one, we are going to be talking about quality practice. And what does that actually mean? Now, obviously, FIFA is a game that you can just pick up. You can jump into a game, 15 minutes, bish, bash, bosh, you've done, you've played, and then you can go into another one if you wanted to. However, if you are serious about improving at FIFA and you want to go through the divisions, you might be in Division 5, Division 4, you want to get up to Division 1, you really need to treat each game as quality. What does that actually mean? Well, don't go and play 10 games in one night. You might only play 3, 4. Because you've got something called skill rating, it doesn't matter how many you play during the week. It's about making sure that each one of those games, you are fully focused. You are thinking about what passes am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? How's my defending? And basically, you fully focus on those particular games. We all know if you play loads of games in a row of FIFA, you naturally dip. You go on autopilot, as I like to call it. You aren't thinking about how to defend, how to attack, what's the right thing to do in this situation, because your mind's not fully there. You might think you are, but you're not. That is what happens when you play so many games in a row. You do just get mental fatigue. Some people's different. Some people might get fatigued after 2 or 3 games. Some people could go 10 games and then, they start to dip. But I can guarantee if you carry on playing loads of games in a row, you are not going to be improving directly from that. So have a little plan for yourself, whether that's, Monday, you take a look at what you were doing right in the weekend league, what were you doing wrong. If it's something that you keep making the same mistake on, practice that on the Monday night. Then on Tuesday night, you might go, right, I haven't been doing too well recently with dragging my fullback out of position. That's what I'm going to work on tonight. And basically treating each time that you play FIFA as a training session for you. Work on different elements of your game, whether that's developing a new formation, having different options, how to use a certain player, all that sort of stuff. You've got to basically just treat it as a serious thing as you possibly can if you are wanting to improve. Point number 2, is that you can't make back skill rating. What do I actually mean by that? So obviously with FUT Champions, if you lose, you lose. That is it. You can't do anything with it. With skill rating, obviously you could lose 5 games in a row and you could win your next 5 and you're in the same position as you were when you started the night. However, what I don't want you to do is to go, I've just lost 3 in a row. If I just play this next game, it'll only be 2 games that I've lost and my skill rating won't be as good. What happens then is you just keep losing games. And every time you think, I've lost this much skill rating, if I just, play another and then I win that one and then possibly I play another and then win that one, it's not as bad. It's what happens when people gamble. They go, oh, I took 20 quid on the casino, and then they lose. They go another 20 quid, and they keep thinking, yeah, but if I win this one, it's then only this. It's then only this loss. It's a recipe for disaster. You can't be doing that, guys. If you've had a night and you've lost 3 games, that's it. It's done. You come back later on, tomorrow, whatever, but that's done. You've got to treat that as that's gone, it's past, similar to the way FUT Champions is. You can't be dwelling on those losses and constantly thinking, I'll make back that skill rating, because in a sense, you can't. It is what it is. If you picked up a few silly losses and, you've played bad, you just need to come off, take a break, come back at it later on, or even the next day and fresh. Don't have them in your mind, just completely fresh on them on there. It's something that massively helps. For me, I started when I picked up FIFA 20 a few days after it came out. I was Division 5 for ages and ages and ages. And I realised I was playing loads of games because I was trying to pick up the game and I wanted to just, be able to get better that way. But then I realised that I was playing so many games, I was losing more than I was winning. And then I essentially cut them back and really focused on what I was doing right, what I was doing wrong. And then I played a few games a day, and that's how I got to Division 1, by playing those few games a day and making those games as quality as I possibly could. Moving on to point number 3, which is something that I preach a lot, you guys know about that, is analysing your own gameplay. Not everyone has the facility to do this. If you do have a capture card, great, you can do this very easily. The PlayStation and Xbox both do have built-in capture cards, but it's a little bit harder because then you have to upload it to YouTube and then go and watch back on YouTube. But if you do have the facility, guys, watching your gameplay back can be absolutely great for you. If you can't, someone like myself, there's other FIFA coaches out there, they can look at it for you and tell you what you are doing right and what you are doing wrong. For me, analysing gameplay has been literally one of the key factors on how I've gotten better at FIFA over the years. So if you can analyse, a few games a week, taking a look at directly what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, you will see benefits through the roof from doing that. Everyone has their natural habits that they do within FIFA, where they make this mistake often, they make that mistake, they do this in attack, and it's quite easy to pick up once you've watched your gameplay a few times. You'll see that you might favour the left-hand side, but then if you went on the right-hand side at a different point, there was a player that was free, but because you've got one of your favourite players on the left, you keep going there. Or when you switch to your centre-back, you're too aggressive. Just loads of things like that. You can see it so easily, and then you can start going, right, mental note, that's what I know that I can't be doing. Write it down on a sticky note, chuck it on your monitor, constantly keep looking at that note, and you'll have it fresh in your mind whenever you come in and you play FUT Champions or division rivals, and then you know exactly what you need to be doing. Kind of works hand in hand with the quality practice, because obviously if you know what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong from watching your games back, you know when you go to your quality practice point, when you play a few games of division rivals a day, you know exactly what you're working on then. So you killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Moving on to option number 4, which I think everyone should kind of have nowadays, but some people don't, is having a meta team. And what do we mean by meta? So that's having the players that are good in this state of FIFA. We all know that heading isn't great this year, so it's pointless having someone like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Dzeko, because really that's their strong point is, they've got the height, they've got the strength, and getting the headers in directly on there. It's not really a meta play. If you've got Harry Kane in your starting 11 as a striker, there are better options out there. Even for a cheaper amount, you can go for someone a little bit cheaper and who can do a better job. So you want someone, if you've got people that have 5-star skill moves in attack, 5-star weak foot, that can help you massively. It's all about making sure those players that you've got fit the current meta of FIFA, and that they can do a good job for you. So if you wanted to come and drop your teams into the Twitch chat and say, Alex, is this something that I should be using? I can let you know. But really, you see the same type of cards within people's teams. You see the Mbappes, you see the Neymars, the Kantes, the Pogbas, the Militao, the Varane, all that sort of stuff. You see it on a regular. If you're running Joel Matip at centre-back, probably not the best to pick, to be honest with you. So yeah, it is one thing to bear in mind directly on that front. And then when it comes to tip number 5, which is going to be our last tip, which is something that, again, it kind of goes hand in hand with all of those tips I've spoken about, is just treating each game as if it was the FEWC final. You've got £200,000 on the line, something like that. You really need to treat each game as this is how I'm going to be playing, and I want to focus, whether that's holding the ball, going down the line more, anything like that. You've got to be working directly on those points and treating that game as serious as possible. What can happen for me when I stream is that I go into a game, I don't really realise where I am and what I'm doing, and I can pick up quite a few losses from doing that, even when it comes to FUT Champions, because I'm so busy reading the Twitch chat, interacting with you guys. I'm not fully focused. For you at home, guys, you've got no excuse. Really zone in on it. If you've got certain music that you can listen to, if you listen to the game sound like I do, anything that it is that you can do to basically help you focus and have it directly on that, treat that game as if it was your last and you want to go out with a blast. And that will help you. I'm a poet and I know it. I know. Tell me about it. That will help you massively. I can guarantee that you will see your skill rating just fly up from that point directly. Obviously, guys, if you do pick up a few losses, you go down a division, don't be disheartened. Just keep working on it. Keep taking these points into account and you can get better. I honestly do believe that people at FIFA can get to a very high level from just really working hard. I mean, for me, when I started playing FIFA 18, which was the first FIFA I played for many years, I was getting 22 wins out of the 40 in FUT Champs. I was a gold player. We worked our way up to elite directly on that. FIFA 19, I only played for a month or two. Came back to FIFA 20, and here we are already, you know, getting those Elite 1 finishes, Division 1, all that sort of stuff. So I do think you can do it, guys. It's about having that belief, really wanting to work and focus directly on that point as well, and you can do it. So that is going to be it from me within the video. There's not really anything else that happens directly in this game now. It does finish 3-3. It was a very close game, to be honest, in Division 1, and this was just over 2,000 skill rating. Guy had a very good team, and I was trying some different players, 87 Drogba, Neymar, that sort of thing as well. Well, Neymar's just a god, isn't he? Absolutely love that player. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. We're getting to a bit of a rant now, so I am going to end it there. If you did, let me know by dropping a like, as always. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you all very much for watching. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.